Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich as Mexico. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, we're going to be invading the good old English with our 6 ships. Let's go. Actually, can we do this yet? We need one more day and then they can invade. Awesome. We're going to set our naval invasion. It's going to be operational right now. India is justifying a war against Nepal. India, I'm going to say, I don't think they are in the best situation to get that done. Sure, decisive battle, why not? We're sending some units over here. How many units do you have on this front? You have 5 units hanging out in Dover. We will land here. One goes this way, one of you takes Portsmouth. If you can take this province. Do I force attack? I do force attack. But 85, 62, 64. You actually might die. I'm going to be honest with you. Which I will say is less than ideal. Yeah, all of you guys did end up dying. Excellent work on my part, okay? 63. You just need to hold position a little bit longer. And also, let's invade somewhere that we're less likely to get killed. What about like this port here? Maybe that's the 100 political power. Sounds fantastic. I think you're all going to die. Like, I'm really sorry to say it. Give me an armors factory, assist the economy. And you'll be able to go. You need 50% superiority. They're currently repairing. Don't repair. Repairing's for nerds. Just kind of hang out here. And maybe we can land troops in this port instead. How many troops do they have? Because they've done a failed invasion of France and they've done a failed invasion of Germany. We're looking at 13 to 30. Right now we have 8 on the screen. Okay, we're going to be landing in this province. Fantastic. All the green army I need you to do... oh, not green. Purple army. You come over here immediately. Red army, we're going to have you prepared to go as well. I need to last stand once again. Try not to... Like, you're going to die. Like, I'm sorry to say. Have you last stand as well. Just while our reinforcements are arriving. Oh, you actually have a radar station as well. I'll definitely take that. See no reason not to. We're going to assign green army here. We don't even need a green... Oh, we do need a green army. I'm going to have you... throw you back in charge here. You're going to navally invade from this port and go all the way up to actually Newcastle. I know that seems a little silly, but it makes sense to me. And Purple Army, I think you just kind of go for it, man. Like, I'm sure the air superiority is dreadful. Actually, they have no planes here at all. So I'm going to say that works out pretty well in my favor. And eventually, we should get the Canadians to deploy some units in the area. I don't know how long that'll actually take. I'm going to put you on the border with the American Union State. Go to Birmingham. You move your way up to Hull. Red Army right now, I know you're not doing anything at the moment. Well, you should be in at least Calais hanging out. I don't remember what the trigger is for the Canadian uprising to happen. There! Okay, never mind. Now I do know, because it literally just happened. Okay, go take Bristol, please. You know, I'm actually going to say you just be like a normal... Just a normal maneuver. Nothing too crazy. I think you just navally invade when you can. Maybe we'll send Red Army up there. Maybe we won't. We'll just have to kind of wait and see. I will say we did lose a lot of units to the British. Due to them somehow repelling our naval invasion of Dover. Like a bunch of assholes. We need to take London right now because they are 79% killed off. I want you in Liverpool, please. I'm surprised our supplies are so terrible. And you should have... Actually, if I completely deny access here... and just have the supplies go through Wales... does that improve or worsen our situation? It looks like it actually makes, like, no difference. Okay, and you've been repelled. That's fine. Actually, just join Red Army. Be down here. Let's go and take London. We have taken Liverpool. Hull is worth 5. We want Newcastle, we want Glasgow and Edinburgh. Once all of those fall to us, like, that should be the end of the British and the end of the Internationale as a faction. You have what? 8 divisions there? Are you out of your mind? Kill you off. We'll take Ipswich, which I'm sure is not how you pronounce that. Thank you for the aircraft. Let's go get an encirclement of Hull. We're going to send you up to Newcastle. You have some British planes here. And again, they have, like, insane superiority. Like, we cannot even think about challenging them. Okay, Germany's Asia's collapsed. Well, what's going on in China? Well, the defending government and Anqing have joined with the Japanese. So I can't imagine the left KMT has a high hope of actually winning that war. Okay, I'm going to move you here. I want one of you move your way towards Plymouth. It's worth 10 victory points. It is an important city to have. Also have you guys move towards Dover as well. Actually, wait, do you border Dover? You border this guy? Fantastic. And you just go to Portsmouth, also worth 15. Got a lot of important cities in this area that we do want to control. You can actually you also go towards this airfield. Because if the British don't have airfields, they can't stop us. And we might as well take this city here. It's worth 1 victory point. And you are now down to 20. I think Portsmouth might kill you off. Like, it's pretty close. Okay, Portugal and Bulgaria, thank you for your... admittedly, like, small surplus of vehicles, but I will take it. Put down the Portsmouth. Yeah, it's got to be, right? Portsmouth is worth 15 victory points. It almost certainly has to get the kill. Come over here for the support. All of you be moving in here, 90%. Got a lot of British units hanging out. All of you should be hitting this city. All of you will attack this guy. And that should be the end of the Union of Britain. It is the end of the Internationale. So, okay, so we have 840 points. Almost the most. Somehow they've awarded Germany more points. I call bullshit on that. But okay. 2 Sicilies. I think... I'm trying to think, like, what you took and what I took. Because I took a lot of this land. Right? I think Austria getting Friuli is okay. I think that makes sense. Canada, of course, you can have Britain. Flanders, Wallonia. I don't think you get any of this land, though. You know, you can have this province. You might give it back to the Dutch East Indies, but we'll see. Give all of this to the Bahari Commune. I don't know. I don't think anybody landed in Iceland. So I'm just going to give that to the Canadians. After that, French Republic, Hungary, Middle Africa. Well, I mean, Middle Africa, you did take over South Africa. Presumably, at least. I don't know who else would have done it. Yeah, so Germany can have that territory down in the south. Where is Cuba, Haiti? Where the hell is Sardinia? There it is. You can have the rest of Italy. And I, for myself, of course, I get Spain. Submit those demands in, confirm, and exit. I feel like that's a pretty decent peace deal. I mean, we are still at war with Norway and Finland, but not too much they can actually do about that. And I think we just now... One will assign you into Red Army. Red Army, we're going to have you on the border in the south. Purple Army, we're going to actually deploy you against the CSA in this area of America. And we're basically just going to join in on the American Civil War, intervene in there, win it, obviously, and have a great time. Okay, fate of Spain. Well, what do I want a kingdom? I'm not a kingdom. We could also just, you know what? Who doesn't love a good old-fashioned balkanization? Let's completely carve up Spain. Beautiful. Fate of Catalonia. Oh, Galicia. Give? You know what? I will give Galicia to Spain. Catalonia. Release Greater Catalonia. The Basque. Release a Greater Basque State. And there we go. This is my little land. This is my territory. My fiefdom, you could say. So, yeah, Russia's going to get killed off here. I think it would make sense, politics tool, for the Ottomans at this point to align themselves completely with the Reichspakt. Like, I don't see at this point why they would not do it. And I guess we just really let the Reichspakt deal with Norway and Finland. Unless our allies want to send troops in the area, like, let them. I'm not going to stop them. Okay, Mahdi Kami declared war on Nepal. I mean, I'd say that's kind of good for us. Because it makes them fight, not necessarily on two different fronts. But they'll be spread out a little bit thinner. Also, Japan just got like such a commanding position over Asia right now. Look at Middle Africa, man. They are absolutely chunking up. Okay, Ottoman Empire, thank you for the equipment. I mean, could I theoretically invade, like, Egypt? I mean, maybe. Mali has rebelled. Duchess Indies has collapsed. That's fine. I'm not too worried about that. By the way, how's the rest of your territory here looking? Do any of them else want to rebel? Because these guys are now basically stuck. Not great. Okay, we'll join all your wars. That's okay. I'm guessing that's against Mali. Oh, our units already here? Damn, we're quick. We are incredibly fast. I did not know we'd be here like this quickly. Oh, you're still all on this fallback line. That is completely my fault. Yeah, bring you back to Mexico. Everyone wants to join my wars. And with two open slots. What do I take at this point, right? It's 1941. You know what? Give me 42 research. And give me... Fuck it, let's research support equipment. And not that we're ever actually going to use it in any major capacity. It's more of like just a nice to have, you know what I mean? Yeah, so let's have these guys move their way into the CSA. We should be able to get them to collapse. And when our units arrive down here... I'm just going to make the United States join the Entente. I think it makes perfect sense that I guess I was going to say they're the Washington government. They're mostly stationed right now in San Francisco, but we'll worry about that afterwards. I think it makes sense that the United States, after 5 years of conflict and with a major intervention now by the Entente, that they would just fully align themselves up with Ottawa. But I also don't want to join the war and have half my country be overrun because my units aren't there. Is it cheating? No, it's being selective in our diplomacy, you could say. And it's what I'm going to say because it doesn't really... I don't know if the logic really flows that well. My units are almost here now. The Ottomans are getting killed off. Cyprus is occupied by the Austrians. That's fine. And France has a lot of units. They really want to focus on killing off the Egyptians. What we need to do is we need to probably land troops in Sardinia or Tunisia. We just navally invade right into Alexandria. You know what? My navy... I lost two of my ships. We're just going to deploy you in Tunisia right now. Why can I not get through here? Oh, can I have you technically not allowed to move through this area? There you go. I don't know what the problem was, but we figured it out. Oh, so is Liberia a puppet of America? They are. Okay. Yeah, so we're actually making a lot of good things happen here. Okay, our units have almost arrived. And you know what? I feel like at this point it's fair. America, please join the Entente. Like, again, I think it just makes sense that there would be a formal declaration of alliance between states. Because they would join the Entente eventually, right? And we'll see how that maybe we'll screw up our AI a little bit. And you want me to go to war against American Union State? That's fine. It also means that you're going to be at war with, like, Mali and Egypt, but... You know, that's the cost of doing business, right? Okay, so Red Army. We're going to have you deploy, moving your way into Baton Rouge as quickly as you possibly can. Got a pretty decent holdout here. And, I mean, the CSA's actually not that close to being killed. Like, they're still surprisingly resilient. I would like to move more units up here. Or, again, kill the American Union State, like, just at least one of those two. We need New York, we need Philadelphia. Not Washington, we still need Chicago as well. Like, Cleveland, Detroit, and Buffalo. Those are, and Pittsburgh, actually. All nice cities to have under our occupation, but it's not quite enough to get there. All of my puppets can join the war as well. Not that I'm expecting them to do literally anything. But they're just nice to have, right? Okay, units are now entering position. Mali's collapsed, of course. What does beneficiaries actually even mean in this context? And I actually can't... I can't force them to do anything here. So let's transfer that back to France. There we go. That works out just fine. What do we want to research now? You know, rocket artillery. Why not? Not that we're ever going to build it, but it's a tech that I don't get to too often. Okay, please deploy to the front lines. I'm really surprised that Huey Long did not send troops directly into Mexico. It's a thing that I think I would have done. You have 17 divisions in the south. Very happy with that. You have 7 here, and their main job really is just push New York City. Because we can take New York. All of these units in the north really aren't going to have anything they can do against us. If you can, I mean, take Washington, link up with these troops in North Carolina. Please don't destroy my factories. Okay, once again, they have actually not destroyed my factories. I think I've gotten, like, really lucky with this. Like, way luckier than you'd otherwise expect. Okay, we can push our way now into the American Union State. They haven't lost many troops. I mean, okay, they lost like 1 million. That is, I would say, quite a bit. The American Civil War at this point has claimed like 10 million lives. At minimum, I would say. It's a very, very, very bloody conflict. But I want you guys going towards Chicago. We can take that city. We also have old rifles. Might as well upgrade you, right? Because we have 56,000 guns. How many guns do you have, America? Do you have rifles? 50. No, they don't. You actually don't have guns. And I have 50,000 guns. So I'm going to start a Lend-Lease with you. We have 6,500. Just all of them, basically. Can I, if I put it over the max. Here we go. Just give you all of the guns. I have given you all of my guns, and now I actually don't have enough guns for myself. Okay, I need to cancel this Lend-Lease, by the way. I decided to give you 2. I think I decided to give you my own troops' guns. So don't give them 65 guns, please. Captain's not required. I'd like to change the Lend-Lease, please. Have like 15,500 guns. Not literally every gun that I own, including ones that were still... I think at that point, like, I think we're taking guns away from troops in the field and giving them to the Americans. I can't imagine that would be a popular choice for any Mexican government to do. Oh, we have planes? Wait, where the fuck did we get all these planes from? I have no idea. I am not going to complain. All of you should be sporting a Red Army here. Please and thank you. The Chicago Fallen. You're now down to 31%. And you guys, we really just need you to focus on New York City. Like, Albany doesn't matter, right? I don't give a single shit what's happening in Albany. I mean, Indianapolis? That's a little bit more interesting for sure. But we're really just looking for New York City. I think not Red Army. Purple Army really just stops for the second. Oh, wait, there's actually nobody in New York City. Well, I think that's a critical flaw in your strategy here, Reed, but that's gotta kill them, right? 16%? God damn it. We do need Indianapolis. Because I think the collapse events, I don't think they're in the game anymore. I'm pretty sure they, like, removed them, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe we can have you guys move your way up towards Madison or Milwaukee in the north. Both of those would be nice. We did take Indianapolis. Gets you down to 9%. So at midnight tonight, the CSA has completely collapsed. And of course, we're going to give all of this territory to the U.S. I mean, it's a little bit awkward because, I mean, we took Chicago, but they had Springfield. But aside from that, Purple Army, delete your entire line. You are going to go about here and move into Baton Rouge from the other direction. That just seems really, really smart from us. Thank you guys for all of your support in these trying times. We have more planes we can deploy as well. How many planes? Like, did they just give me a ton of planes? Or like, what happened here? I'm honestly not too sure. I'm going to send you guys towards Houston, please. Purple Army is approaching. The Republic of China has been proclaimed. That's fine. Well, they're the reformed government of China. So yeah, I think they're going to turn into a Japanese puppet at some point, if I'm not mistaken here. I mean, yeah, you're basically all fucked. I can't see you surviving too long. Okay, moving our way into Houston. Are you on aggressive? You are. Purple, I think yeah, it's your time to move in as well. We need Atlanta, Baton Rouge, New Orleans. We've already taken Houston. We've already taken Austin. We can probably take Dallas as well. Red Army, you are actually too spread out this way. There's nothing in New Mexico? Yes. I mean, there's Albuquerque. I think? Wait. There's Phoenix. Wait, does Albuquerque not exist? Wait a second. Do I not know anything about the history of Albuquerque? I mean, I know Breaking Bad takes place there. That's basically all you actually need to know. Okay, move it to Shreveport. You guys on this front. We're gonna have you all moving your way towards Atlanta. Okay, Syria and Lebanon have hostilities. There's a war going on. Ireland, did you ever choose a side? You never actually did. Not that I think it matters too much. By the way, like the war between Germany and Russia. How many people has that killed now? Well, this also includes the... this is just Germany, right? Doesn't include us. 2.81 million. You know, it's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, Russia... I think Russia was very, very close to winning before we destroyed the French. Okay, Bulgaria has died. Actually surprised by that. How did Russia end up killing Bulgaria from their position? I don't know. I mean, at this point, you know what? We're gonna give just for a little funsies here. Romania, you made a bad decision in World War I to join the war. I think it's time for you to make a bad decision in World War II and also join the war again. Just for a little funsy. Just a little trolling. I'm gonna move you here. I need all of you to move your way towards New Orleans. Because you're halfway dead. Which actually is not that good. Let's just say I was expecting maybe a little bit better. We did take Atlanta. If you towards Birmingham, let's get rid of this encirclement. New Orleans isn't encircled right now. Just something I would really, really like it to be. Because Romania is now worth Austrian. They've basically taken all Transylvania with them. It's such a it's so messy for them. I'm surprised you're at 57%. Is New Orleans just worth like 50? It's worth 20 points. I mean, you're worth 30 over here. Purple Army, once again, like you're too far north. And St. Louis is not actually even a American Union State Corps. That's supposed to belong to the federal government. And Miami at this point, I mean, it's still worth 10 victory points. You're worth 10. Mobile's worth 10. It really is just like the American Union State doesn't have that many major cities. Okay, we got a big American landing over here. A lot of federal troops have landed in the... Is it also called the Panhandle in Florida? Like that, the northern bit? Jackson is worth 15 as well. Moving into Jacksonville, Mississippi. What's it called, Jacksonville, Mississippi, or is it just Jackson, Mississippi? Well, this just says Jackson, so I'm assuming Jackson by itself is probably right. Okay, Huey Long, you've got to realize that once the Mexicans get involved, America, like we're like they can't say, they don't stand a chance. The Mexican army is just too powerful. It literally cannot be stopped. But please actually take Montgomery. I don't know why this is taking you so long. You're encircled. Florida is just kind of doing its own thing down here, so let's move our way down there as well. Tallahassee's worth 15, so it is worth going to... I did not know that Tallahassee was in Florida. It just sounds like it's supposed to be in Tennessee. But we will confirm and exit. The American Civil War has been won. Mostly, let's be honest, with the backing of us. By the way, are you still socialist? You are still socialist. You know, let's just end it with one more fun little war in Guatemala before we end off this series. I know technically we could end troops to Egypt, but I don't think it's really that important. I mean, we could probably navally invade into Alexandria. Yeah, Lebanon. Lebanon could maybe be like a little friendly state. You know what? Let's actually just do this properly. Let's beat but the Bahari Commune, and we'll actually beat the Middle East as well, and Guatemala, just for good measure. But if you enjoyed this episode, remember to thumbs up. If you not enjoyed, click thumbs down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.